All right, I've re-oiled the rotor and I put it on test and it's looking good. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna seal up the hole that I made in the rotor. And the first thing I'm gonna do is just take a Q-tip with a little bit of lacquer thinner on it, and I'm gonna wipe off anything that might be around there, because I'm gonna put a piece of tape over this hole and I want to make sure that that tape will stick real well. So now, and I use the original invisible tape. I don't know what brand name. There's something called magic tape that is made, which is a sort of frosty color. And this original tape, I think, has a better glue on it. So it's this glossy type of invisible tape that I use. And it's really about the glue. What will happen is, as the rotor turns inside the clock, it'll heat up and the glue on this tape will melt and give really good adhesion to the metal. Now, I could stop there. I've had clocks come in that just had tape over the hole in the rotor. What I like to do is put something over that to ensure that it doesn't leak out at a later point. Some guys would say to use epoxy, which, you know, that's great. And I would use epoxy, but I found this stuff called plastic metal made by Bondo. It was at Walmart. Find it at auto parts stores. I actually don't know if they still make it, but there's probably something out there that's the equivalent. But the bottom line is, it's just like epoxy, but you don't have to mix two parts. So a little bit easier to deal with. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some of this plastic metal here and I'm going to put it over the tape. And that way, if at some future date the tape were to come loose, it wouldn't fall off there and that fluid wouldn't leak out inside of the clock and run all over the face of the clock, etc. So I'm going to just put this masking tape on here. So I can just take a little bit of this plastic metal and I'm just going to put some on my finger like that, and then I'm just going to wipe that over the invisible tape that I put on here. This stuff dries really fast. So in any case, that's it right there. Now when this dries, I'll remove the masking tape, and I should have a rotor which is ready to go, ready to be put back into the coil and back into the clock.